Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys today? I'm bringing you this video that makes this adorable card with the Elephant Parade bundle. That's the bundle I'm using this week. It comes with these adorable images, this little mouse, the 3 elephants, the balloon, the leaves, the peanut, the flower, and the butterfly. And the die set cuts all of those out. In addition to that, it has these cute little bows that make these adorable paper bows. It has these little peanuts right here that are actually embossed when you die cut them out. They're super cute. And then the grass pieces. So those are the extra pieces that are in this die set. It's a great little bundle and it will be linked in the description below. I'm going to teach you how to make this adorable card with this stamp set. So to start off, we're going to start with a piece of basic white cardstock. It's our thick and it's scored down the middle at 5.5. I'm going to go ahead and meet the corners here. And then I'm going to burnish the card so that it lays flat. We're going to start by giving a little bit of ink. So we're going to start with our Balmy Blue ink pad. We're going to open that up and I'm going to grab my ink blending brush here. And we're going to add some Balmy Blue right here in the center like I did on this card. I do want to talk to you a little bit about the elephants themselves. I do have a video that is specifically on how to color the elephants. So check that out. I'm gonna, see, I don't want that dark blotchiness. So I'm gonna use this scrap paper and grab a lot of that. I just want a soft bit of blue. And so I need to grab some of that off of there. And I'm just going to work it out to the outer corners like that. Now, this balloon, I just hand drew it on a scrap piece of paper and I cut it the size of my card. And we are going to just lay that on a piece of designer series paper. This is from the host paper pack that's in the mini catalog. So I'm just going to trace that onto the back side here with a pencil. And you just need a basic outline. And so it doesn't have to be exactly the same, just basic outline here. We're gonna cut it with our paper snips. Let's see if you guys can see my pencil marks. So I'm gonna grab my paper snips here. I'm gonna follow that outline and I'm just gonna curve it myself. I want it to be a nice, pretty curve. And then I want this little section of the balloon to kind of be like indented so that I can attach my ribbon around that. It's actually some baker's twine, super cute baker's twine. So we'll work our way up this side, and when I get to this end, I want to kind of curve that end here so that it's not a stark point. I'm going to do the same thing on this side, just round it just a hair more. I think that looks pretty good. So there's our balloon. Now this balloon is going to get attached up here at the top of our card. And I'm going to lift that up off of the card. But first, I'm going to go ahead and grab the baker's twine. Now, the baker's twine I'm using is from the In Color baker's twine pack for 2022 to 2024 in colors. And you get the 5 in colors in the pack. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring it around this piece. And I'm going to tie a bow onto, let me trim it here, tie a bow onto this piece. So we're gonna just knot that and tie a little bow. So cute, right? We're gonna get it the size that we want it. So I'm gonna hold on to that center section and just slightly yank on those ends. Okay. And just pull that so that it's nice and tight. Okay. I'm gonna trim those ends on the bow. All right, now we're gonna take another piece. Here's our little elephant that I've colored in, and this is the basic coloring guide that I showed you. There's a more intricate one, and this little guy is gonna sit down here, and he is gonna have this piece wrapped around his little trunk. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut just a slit right here, just to help me tuck that twine in. And so I wanna have some down here by his feet. I wanna come around the trunk like this and up. All right, and then this is gonna stretch and be underneath that piece. So I can cut it about right there. All right, and then we'll put the twine back. So you just use it as a guide. I don't have an exact measurement for you, but we just want that piece to kind of, you know, sit around our little elephant. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use the mini dimensionals, and I am going to, today has been a noisy day. Of course, I picked the noisiest day to shoot this video, right? It's always the way things are. So I'm gonna attach this little mini dimensional right here to kind of secure that twine in place. And then I'm gonna add some dimensionals to the back of this little guy right here. Put one in the middle. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and attach him onto my card. So let's go ahead and grab the take your pick tool. I'm gonna pull the backs off of this little elephant, and we'll attach him onto my card. Remember, make sure that that twine is down. And then this piece here is gonna kind of curve. So we're gonna just put him in the corner here of the card near the bottom. All right, and then this twine, remember, it goes around his trunk and up under the balloon. Okay, now we're gonna attach our balloon onto our card. Now, I did cut it just slightly bigger. So I'm gonna hold it there. I'm gonna flip my card over, and see that extra? I'm gonna go ahead and trim that off. And then I can add my dimensionals to the back, because now it's gonna be the right size. And this time I'm gonna use the large dimensionals. So we'll put 3 along this side. And then we're gonna put 1 there and 1 there. I'm gonna put a couple right there because I am an over dimensionalizer. And I'm gonna put one right here. That's where the twine is gonna hold, and I'm gonna put one right there. All right, so let's pull the backs off of this. Let's get the last 3. All right, so now all the backs are off. Now remember, I want that twine to be up under this section. So I'm not gonna glue that section first. I'm gonna glue the top of my card first. So I'm gonna line up my balloon at the top, and I'm gonna go ahead and let those dimensionals grab. I'm gonna hold this up, and I'm just gonna make sure that that end of that twine falls right under the dimensional that is near that little spout part, you know, where you tie the balloon. Just like that. Looks good so far, right guys? Okay, now for the words, I used the Amazing Phrasing, which is a set that you can earn for free during celebration. So the whole month of August, you have the opportunity to earn this for free with a $100 purchase. And we are using the hay out of there. We're gonna stamp it with the Sweet Sorbet. So let me get it in camera. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that. And I'm gonna stamp it upside down, but it doesn't matter. We're just gonna attach it onto this little scrap piece of cardstock. I'm gonna let that dry. Let me clean my stamp. because this is real life crafting and cleaning has to happen, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of that sorbet off of that. And then it's gonna say you did it. I'll show you the card. You did it, so that's right here. So I'm gonna ink that up right here. You can see I have multiple words on the same block. You can do that very simply, just the way I'm doing it, being careful. And so I'm gonna stamp this near the elephant right here in this white area. So I'm just gonna press that down onto my card. So it says you did it. Let's clean that off. And then I'm gonna show you the inside of my card. And on the inside of my card, it says, you are amazing. And I use the same font that this hay is out of. We're gonna stamp that directly on the inside of our card with the sweet sorbet. So now this time I'm just gonna ink up the word amazing. And we're gonna stamp that right here in the center. Make sure that we get good pressure on it. And let's clean that off. Move that out of the way. And I like to sometimes lift and really scrub my stamp and then blot it down. And then we're gonna do the you are right here, right above that. It's easier if you stamp them one at a time so that you can line it up nicely. So you are, we're gonna put that kind of high. As you can see on this card, I outlined the word amazing with my Stampin' Up markers. So I need to leave some room for that. So I'm just gonna put it a little bit higher. You are amazing. Okay, let's clean off the you are, and then we can start. I'm gonna fussy cut this and then I'll outline the word amazing. All right, so on the outside of the card, we have the word hay up in the top section of the balloon. So we're gonna put that on our card right here, okay? Oh, let me stamp our little mouse. I forgot that. He gets stamped in this bottom corner, also in sweet sorbet. Look how cute that mouse is. This whole stamp set is just adorable. All right, so there's our mouse. All right, let's go ahead and fussy cut out the word hay. So I'm gonna use my paper snips and I'm gonna work my way around this word. So I'm gonna leave a white border all the way around. And if you guys don't like to fussy cut, you could just do this on a little banner piece. You can use a die cut, stamp it, and then cut it out, you know, use the die cut machine to cut it out. I don't mind fussy cutting. It's actually very relaxing to me to do that. So I just take my time, and I do a lot when I'm doing massive cards like Christmas cards or swaps that I'm a part of. I do that in front of the TV. To me, it's just very relaxing and chill to sit and just cut around whatever image or letters or words or whatever I'm doing. I find it relaxing. But if you don't like it, you don't have to fussy cut. But I will tell you that the more you do it, the better you get at it. And so I do recommend that you practice, because eventually one day you're going to come on over to the dark side with me and you're going to like to fussy cut. And maybe you never will, but hey, at least you could say you gave it a good try, right? So we're going to work our way around this Y and then down this side here, up this side. And then down here. Up. And then down the last side of this H. Just like that. Not too bad, guys. We did all right. Let's go ahead and attach that. I'm going to grab my silicone mat here. And we are going to close this ink pad before I stick my hand in it. I'm good at that. We're going to use the wet adhesive. And I'm just gonna put a little bit like I'm writing the word hey with glue. And I'll use my tweezers so I don't get any glue in my hand. We're gonna go ahead and attach that onto our balloon. It was a great congratulations card for anything, graduation, promotion, retirement, even birthday. You could say, hey, you did it, another year older. Such a cute piece. I'm gonna trim this end. I think it's just a little too long. And I may have to grab my ribbon scissors. I have a pair of paper snips that's just for ribbon because paper does dull scissors. And so the paper snips that are just for ribbon, they cut perfect. I just didn't pull them out, and there they are. All right, so that I just wanted to trim that end. So now we're gonna work on the inside. So I'm gonna outline the word amazing. I'm gonna use my Stampin' Up marker. This is our Pacific point. I'm gonna use the point tip, not the brush tip. And I'll show you this one. So I'm just basically working my way around. And I'm gonna do the insides of these letters first. The inside here. It's a little easier if I do the insides first and then work my way around here. Okay, so now I'm good. We'll work our way around our word. And you can see I'm moving my paper because to me it's a little bit easier if I move my paper and not my marker. And I just really wanted to highlight the word amazing. I thought it would be fun to add that little bit of extra brightness and to tie in the blue from the front of our card on the inside. You don't have to do this if you don't like the look of it. That's okay. Everybody does things different, right? So you could eliminate this completely if it's not for you. I just wanted to show you how to do it if you wanted to do it or try it. All right. So it says, you are amazing. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Life's not perfect. This is a handmade card. All right. So there is our cute little elephant card. I think it looks pretty cool. Let's put our embellishments. So I use the fine sparkle adhesive back gems, and I'm using these pool party ones to kind of tie in this color in the balloon. We're going to use the putty end of the Take Your Pick tool. So we're going to put one right around here around the words, put a little one next to it. I like putting two of them side by side. I think it looks cute. And then I'm going to add another large one. I'm going to put it over here. I think that turned out pretty good. What do you guys think? This card is adorable. And again, if you need help with coloring the elephants and you want some tips on using your Stampin' Blends, watch my video. It's linked in the description below. If you don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Let me know that you need some catalogs, and if you're going to place an order with me, I would greatly appreciate that. I do have gifts for my new customers, so you will get those once you make your first purchase. I appreciate you guys being with me. Definitely subscribe so that you get more content. I appreciate that as well, and thanks for being here. Definitely give me a comment. Let me know what you think of this video, and a thumbs up would be awesome. Thanks for being here, guys. If you made it till the end, I'm very grateful for you. Thanks for, helping me out by commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Check out my blog. I do blog on a daily basis. It's linked in the description below, but it is inkyhandswarmhearts.com. And when you go there, you can access PDFs and measurements and more fun projects. Thanks for being here with me today. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!